me to discuss this is
Joy Ubem. It is a program that discusses various national and international matters.
A Nigerian should be able to live and work in a hospitable and safe environment in the north or south or east or west of Nigeria.
We cannot have a country where politicians do things and get away with them and expect that the citizens will do otherwise.
Daily communion for the love of God and neighbor.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Daily Communion on the Catholic Television of Nigeria, reaching you from Abuja. Today we'll be looking at the role of NGOs in our society. My name is Arthur Ejofo and with me is
Joy Ubem. Good morning. As usual, we have our lineup of activities for you. First on our lineup this morning is daily affirmation. And then we have health tips with Nelly. And then we'll also join our fitness team for them to put us through on how to stay fit as a fiddle. We also have our discussion segment much later in the show. But then we'll begin the show right away as usual with daily affirmation. Do stay with us.
Hello and good morning. I hope you all slept well. I don't know how your yesterday went, but I say to you, however it turned out, how did you treat it? Whom did you run to? If you ran to God, then you did rightly. When you are tired, when you feel that the world is closing in, there's so much trouble, so much persecution and everything, I strongly advise you run to God. Psalm 46 verse 1 says, "The Lord is our refuge and our strength, our ever-present help in times of trouble." Therefore, Jesus does not want to know whether you are right or you are wrong. He's your refuge. As long as you come to him, he will shield you, first of all, and then he will save you. Have a beautiful day ahead. Remember, run to God in times of trouble and he will save you. Have a peaceful day.
Welcome to Health Tips on Daily Communion. It is very vital that we talk about our health, because if you don't take care of your health, sickness will evade you like plagues. Sickness will invade your body like plagues and cut your life short. Today on Health Tips, we're talking kidney care. Because the kidney is a very vital organ in the human's body. The kidney is, kidneys, because they are actually two. That's what a lot of people do not know. And they are located at the lower part of our back, somewhere here at the back, as the case may be. One is on each side, the left and the right of each side of our spine. The kidney's function is to remove waste remover from the system. The kidney actually filters every waste from our system. Anything that is excess, like the fluid, fluid that might remain in the bloodstream and all that, once it's a waste, it's the function of the kidney to remove those byproducts, those waste products from our system. The second function that the kidney perform is to regulate our blood pressure. It controls the blood pressure. The kidney plays a very, very key role in controlling blood pressure through the removal of waste product from our system. The third thing that the function that the kidney perform is regulate the red blood cell. Actually, it produces the red blood cell. You know the importance of the red blood cell in our production. It is the kidney that stimulates this the production of this red blood cell in our body. However, the kidney is in danger. There are some diseases and disorders that will happen to the kidney, such as chronic kidney disease. This disease is a gradual loss of the kidney function over time. And the second one is acute kidney injury, a sudden loss of kidney function, so sudden. The third one is kidney stones, where you have small hard mineral deposits in our kidney and causes us harm. Okay, this causes cancer. We also have kidney cancer, a type of cancer that originates in the kidney. And once your kidney is affected, there is a serious problem. So, what do we do to maintain a healthy kidney? Maintaining a healthy kidney is very essential for our overall well-being and healthy living. Stay hydrated, meaning drink a lot of water. I know you've heard this over time. You know what this does for you? It then filter, when the kidney filters all those byproducts and the waste, then it will now go out through urine and through sweat. So if you drink a lot of water and stay hydrated, you will be taking care of the kidney. The next thing we should do is to exercise. Make sure you exercise regularly. When you engage in physical activity, you know, you sweat out all those byproducts or disease that may remain in your system. Then you also maintain a healthy weight. Then you have to eat a balanced diet. And when we talk balanced diet, a lot of people just think that, okay, you're talking about eating some kind of rich food and all that. No, we are talking about you adding vegetables to your regular food that you eat, and then just make sure it's balanced with a little bit of vegetable here and all that, so that your kidney will not be overburdened. You also have to limit your intake of sodium. We know sodium is salt. The intake of too much of salt in our system, excessive salt intake to our body, increases our blood pressure and then strain the kidney. So let's reduce that, and let us also avoid smoking and excessive alcohol consumption. Both can truly affect the kidney and damage it from functioning properly. So what do we do now? For you to know when your kidney has problem or is beginning to develop problems, there are symptoms that you have to look out for. And one of the symptoms is if there is blood in your urine. I mean blood, normal blood. When you urinate and you find a stain of blood in it, it is time for you to know that your kidney is needing attention and you have to give it attention immediately. Number 2 is painful urination. Anytime you're urinating, like you're weeing and you are experiencing pain, it is time to seek medical attention. You should know that the kidney is complaining. Then when you urinate frequent urination, when all the time you feel like going to wee, you go and wee, you return, you feel like urinating again, the kidney might be in danger. Then when you have swelling, some swellings in your leg, the ankles, the feet, if you perceive that notice any swelling at all on your leg, your feet, your ankles and all that, it is time to seek medical attention so that they will know if your kidney is in danger or complaining that it could be taken care of. Remember, if you have concern about your kidney, your health, or you notice any of these symptoms that I'm talking about, then you should seek the attention of your doctor or a medical experts to give you appropriate advice on what to do so that you may stay healthy. There you have it. Now that we have educated and enlightened you on the care for your kidney, we believe that the information is at your fingertips and you will make the best of it. Don't forget that I am Nelly Frank, your healthy living therapist, and I will see you again soonest. Go to the exercise section.
As usual, as you all know, we are taking you on a cardiovascular, which I'll be taking you on an advanced program.
When I, Lawa Labra, will be taking you on the modified program.
We are going on high knee tucks, like this.
Welcome back to Daily Communion on Catholic Television of Nigeria. If you are just joining us, it's the discussion segment of our show. In a country where social development and grassroots impact is often driven by passionate individuals and institutions, the role of NGO is very, very vital. And that's why we have joining us in our studio this morning two passionate individuals who will be talking with us on the role of NGOs in our society today. We have with us Ambassador Victorious Tochukwu Uyane, who is the MD CEO of Team Legacy Technologies Limited and the Executive Director of Victoria Uyane Foundation. Welcome to Daily Communion, Ambassador Victorious.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
Okay. And then our second guest is Ambassador Dr. Gaurishwari Vadi, who is the president of All Fishermen Community, India. She's also a peace ambassador, a trustee and co-founder of Victoria Uyane Foundation. She's also a humanitarian and social worker. Welcome to Daily Communion, Doctor.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right, I will begin with you, Ambassador Victorious. Can you tell us what a non-governmental organization is?
Oh, thank you very much. I would really like to say this. A non-governmental organization is another government in a country that solicits, advocates, and provides solutions to problems that, of course, the government cannot solve. Or would I say that the government needs more support to solve them. They go to the grassroots, they go to the place the government cannot go to, and they try to provide those solutions, especially the good ones, let me put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they do what the government cannot do.
Most likely. Yeah.
Is it that they are more than the government?
Wouldn't really say, but when it comes to an organization that is really, really driven by passion and purpose, in most cases I would say yes.
That they are more than the government?
In most cases.
Okay.
Yeah, especially when it comes to humanitarian works, social services, and a whole lot, to the least of the least. They are in most cases very, very strong. Let me not say more than the government, but they are very also impactful.
Okay. And so you run a non-governmental organization.
Yes.
Tell us about your organization.
It's actually just started out recently, and with vast experience in other non-governmental NGO. And I was a volunteer actually with the UN back then outside Nigeria. So I had a knowledge of a whole lot of things going on in societies, especially from home here in Africa, when a whole lot of issues that shouldn't be issues are issues. So it's cool. It gave me that passion to really be part of the solution.
What is the core area of specialization of your NGO?
Oh, my NGO is more into providing health care for those who cannot have good access to to medical facilities. Okay, the system of Africa, would I say, most likely Nigeria, is extreme. I had my dad die I sat with him, I watched him die in medical issues. These are issues that could have been handled very, very easily. I also saw my mom also die through cancer. So these are very sensitive personal issues of mine that I experience. So I'm not just talking about issues, external issues of somebody else. This is my own story also too. So from the healthcare, from the medical, down to education, up to jobs and social development in communities. That is what the organization is all about.
Okay.
I'd like to ask you, Ambassador, how is your organization, your NGO, hoping to operate within Nigeria? Are you operating inside the city or in the rural areas?
Definitely we are operating inside the rural villages, because villages need so much facilities and all, and community development we have to do in villages. Some villages I went last year past where I do like an international facilitator in old NGO. So I see the systems in Nigeria. I was wonder because it's very poor. So when I went to village, some children are studying in the tree ground. They're sitting on the ground and they're studying under the tree.
Under the tree?
Yes, there is no school. And
so you intend to impact in the education by providing quality reading environment?
Yes. No, Nigeria needs everything now. Actually, Nigeria government is good and people is good, but the order is not there. Rules and regulation is not there.
Needs to be obeyed.
Yes, it should be developed. Since I see the villages, they need everything, 0 to 100, like school, hospital, electrical, and roads, and agriculture, small factories. Then they will get employment also. And NGO is not this to go and give rice and indomie. It's not the NGO. NGO, the meaning is that you have to show the life. You have to give employment.
Build capacity.
Build capacity, exactly. So me, I'm telling what I can do. So here Nigeria medical is, I can't say because every country have a problem,
Their own
but challenges. But this country mainly I see it, medical challenges.
Why did you choose Nigeria? Tell me, what's your stake in Nigeria?
Nigeria, no, I just came for some activities, but suddenly I see actually I'm a social worker, I'm a passion to do the NGO works. I think more need NGOs have to develop this country, they need more. And if you say why I choose Nigeria, I can't say, because I can choose America also, but America is already developed. So if you go America, you no need. But Nigeria needs so much facilitators and helping everything. So even Gandhiji also came to Nigeria, and so many people are famous in my country. They came to Nigeria and Africa also. Okay. So it doesn't matter humanity service you can do in the world wise anywhere. But I choose Nigeria because Nigeria is nothing. I'm not saying nothing. For medical is nothing, because I see if small issue also comes, so many consultants they're taking to abroad, either India, either America. Sometimes I was wonder, because some hospitals I went, they're doing with surgery with phone lights. I was cry, my God, what type of condition they're living here.
So will your NGO be bringing some support, infrastructural support to these rural hospitals and all that?
Definitely. Okay. I want to adapt my villages, and we have to develop the villages. I want to show how the village development, and I want to bring a medical system here free. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's a big challenge to deal with governments and all, but we have to establish, however, we can start some free checkup camps and all.
When will this start?
Almost I studied 2 years how is Nigeria. Now I have to start our own NGO. Then we can do everything, because we have our own NGO, we have freedom to do some things. So we are starting now.
Okay, before you were doing it not as an NGO, but now you want to do it as an NGO.
Yes, I work in another NGO as an international facilitator. So I have experience how I did, and I see the people, their direction is different, our direction is different. So let's do our NGO with our own projects, so we can completely give happiness to poor people and help everything. My intention is we have to reach poor people, not, some NGOs are hunky-funky, and I don't like those things.
You want to actually reach the poorest of the poor. Just like Mother Teresa from India.
They are my great mother, they are my gods.
They are role models.
Yes, they are role models. Okay. Even Nelson Mandela also.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you said, some NGOs they play hanky-panky, because I was going to ask about the structure of the NGO. Is there a form of registration, some legal? It's for you. This question is for you. Some legal backing, or how do you? Because like she said, and we all know that you just see someone come today. Is this an NGO? I'm an NGO and all that. So tell us about the NGO, if there is a form of registration, a structure, a legal backing, and so on.
Of course, if we are trying to advocate, or if we are going to be imposing to people to always do the right thing, it should start from us. The government is not all about, the government of a nation is not all about those at the top. The government still involves around every basic person out there in that same country. The government for the people, by the people. So if we are talking about a better Nigeria, it should also be we collectively also too. So that brings us to the structure of proper registration, making sure we have the right collaboration with the right government agencies and the right ministries, bringing the right partners, those who have the passionate desire to cause change, positive change in a society, of course, definitely. So we have a structure already in place. We have directors, board directors, we have trustees, both here in Nigeria and in other field parts also too. So
we are on
it. Like the structure is still ongoing currently as we speak also too.
Okay, this structure now is for Victoria Uyane Foundation.
Yes.
And we are planning for school repair.
Our project on hold currently as we speak, but we are on ground in the sense that we have some project currently going on in a village, in a school, where we are trying to
repair.
Where's the school?
It's somewhere around Day area too. The school, all the walls are all broken, the ceilings, it's extremely terrible.
Okay. But do you know the name of the school?
Yeah, I will get the information, but I have a video of that school. In fact, some movie stars went there to shoot a movie there, and it was so terrible having children, build around their education, around such environment. It was
even rainfall, everything come inside.
They don't even have a medical facility there. We also saw another village around Day, which they don't have nothing, zero development, no electricity, no water, no hospital, no medical care, nothing, no school. The children, on behalf of, through one of the persons who is also a humanitarian, he takes it upon himself and his wife, to train some of these kids under a tree, just to give them some little basic of education, and these things are really what a lot of people are also still battling with out there too.
But do you get any source of funding with all these projects?
Currently not yet.
Yes, we just starting is basic.
Yes, we are still doing the basics among ourselves. Yeah, we have a few partners, like I said, who are on their own, trying to see how we can put our heads together and start doing, the journey of the journey of 1,000,000 miles. That's just a step. So, but we have been able to bring about like 4 projects that we are supposed to achieve from now till the end of the year. Okay, and that which involves getting water into communities who don't have good water, renovating some schools that are in terrible bad shapes, especially in the rural areas, and all that. So those are the 2 basic areas we are trying to do that, and some skills and acquisition. Remember, we also run a tech company, so one of our aims is also to empower the minds of the youth to get back into tech. You could be a lady, you could be a young boy, get back into tech. India is what it is today because of tech. India is what it is today because of medical facilities that was brought in, and these are ways of developing communities, which expands into developing countries and states, and it becomes the envy of other countries. People want to come in, tours, people want to have, these things build up about the tourist centers in your country, so these are what we are already doing currently as we speak also too.
Okay, well, what challenges, or is it smooth? Because you sound like it's really smooth.
It's not smooth.
NGO is not small. We have to deal with people, and everything is a challenge because it's not easy. Every mentality is same. Every person is same. Some people we have to train them because they don't know meaning of NGO. They're just coming and they're doing somehow. So we have started training for them. Actually, this is a humanity service, and who believe God, who fear of God, they can do 100% show, and they not expect anything. So it's not easy to get without expecting person in here now. So it's a challenge for us to find the good people, to prove ourselves and reach the poor people, whatever we promise. So it's a challenges. Everything is challenge. Without pain, there is no gain. So some people are also asking me, why don't you start business? I said, my passion is this. I want to do. Are you able to do? Yes, must. Maybe some challenges come, no problem, we can face it, but we have to do it. That's our happiness.
Well, I think Joy had asked a question, and I think, I don't think the viewers at home will be satisfied with that. I want to repeat that question again. You're just starting. Where is the seed money for funding this NGO? Where is it coming from, the seed money? You know what I mean by seed? You plant something, it starts to grow. Where is the source of funding for the seed money for your NGO? Are you bringing it from India?
Actually, till now we spend our own money, and I know God can do. We are doing God work. So after doing some project, definitely some good people can join with us, and companies we can go first local, national, international funds. We can go step by step, and definitely this country, blessing country too, and I believe the good people also there. After doing some projects, they will join with us, with our hands. So together we can do, but right now we are not taking from anywhere. We are just trying to do our own. So let's see what happens, because after doing project, definitely people come out and they will join hands with us.
Yes.
I believe that.
Okay, I would like to talk again about your experience. You're starting this new in Nigeria. Which country have you worked before, and can you give us a comparative analysis of those countries and what you're finding in Nigeria?
Some things I cannot speak because of I cannot hurt from Nigeria. I do so many things in India. Even floods come, we give some things and we build the houses, and mostly government will take care of everything. So we are doing less, government is doing more.
In India?
In India. But Nigeria, I can't blame the government, but government system is different. They not even give water, what I see. They're not giving even water.
The water supply
no water.
Difficult.
But in India, we have a lot for poor people called white card. White card people, they will get monthly food stuff, and they give money, and 50 units electricity free, and free buses for women, and free hospitals. For government side, we have a free hospitals, and NGOs also we have a free hospitals. That card, if you have, you will get everything free. And some governments, governors, after winning, they will give houses for poor people, free houses.
That is more like social safety nets for them.
Governors will give a competition. If you go in India road, you'll see 150 naira. You will get free food from government structures, like on the road. You will get free food. But here in Nigeria, it's very difficult to see that. So you can't compare with another country to this country, because I can't speak.
They're all different.
They're all different. And this country is very good country, but I can't, lot stress, employment problem, and electrician problem, road problem, traffic problem. I don't say traffic problem is not there in other country. Our population is too much, more, like 200, like 2 billion we are.
Yes.
But your population is like 20 million.
No, we are not. We're over 200 million.
200 million, sorry to say.
Yes.
Yeah, 200 million and 2 billion is different.
It's different.
But we are order. We are very order, because government also supporting and public also supporting. So anywhere, both people have to support, one government and one public.
Now that leads us to something. So you're talking about synergy between the government and the NGO, between the government and the people. Now we'll take you, Mr. Victorious. What would you suggest? How can what is done in India be replicated in Nigeria? A synergy between the government and the people, which she's highlighting, she's not seeing it here.
Yeah, I think it's an open call. This calls for a wider range of collaboration and partnership. The governments have to tell themselves the truth, that they need some persons to come into the systems and, collaborate within each other. What solutions do you have on the table? Bring it up. What plans do you have on the table? Bring it up. Let's see how we can work together. It shouldn't just be all about you. It should be all about the people. Politics, or would I say leadership, should be all about service. It shouldn't be all about just your personal interest. And I'm gonna say this, I believe the more a politician, the more a leader does more projects, actually you can even make more money also too. So I believe this is an open call to the government.
How can you make more money by doing more projects?
I believe when you bring in more, when you do more projects, more people will even be ready to come in to partner more with you. People are more interested in the success of a state. When a state is driven by confusion, corruption, and war, people run away from it. When there is a trouble around a state, people run away from it. People don't want to even invest into it, both locals and foreigners. But when a state is comfortable, at least the basics, the roads, electricity, and all that, people tend to want to come into that state and invest more. So, and then when there is more foreign investors or local more investments, when the people are happy, of course, I think life becomes more easy for everyone, including the man on the top and the man on the ground. So that's what I feel. I feel there should be more collaborations, between the governments. I believe Nigeria is one of the best countries in the world. I so much believe in Nigeria a whole lot. Most of the countries doing well all over the world pass through a whole lot of more bigger challenges than Nigeria. But there was a man at some point that came out and said, no, I'm not going to let my people suffer. I won't let my people die. And they put their life at stake for the betterment of the country. So these are patriotic men. This is patriotism. So that is what I think every man out there, every Nigerian out there, be you a little boy, a little girl, in school, in university, in your houses, should have that patriotic understanding of what it means to be a Nigerian. Don't let the media define who you are. Don't let the government define who you are. Don't let your environment define who you are. You be the Nigeria you want for yourself. The Nigeria you want to see, you be that Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay, but don't you think the security situation, the situation in the country, the economy, you don't think this has an effect on why the people are not coming into support and all that?
Yeah, there are various solutions also to that. Because like I said earlier, if the roads are good, there wouldn't be much issue with insecurities. Because how would the man with a gun run away or escape when the roads are good? But most times when the roads are bad, then they create hideouts somewhere around those.
You're talking about kidnapping this time
exactly,
around. Most insecurity again may be fueled by bad economy and corruption.
Yeah,
so I think if we are able to address a lot of things, it's not from one part of the octopus. It's so many things that are causing insecurities. Yeah.
I believe with
Hungry.
Hunger.
Hunger means hunger.
Yeah.
Hunger makes everything.
Yes.
Hunger makes kidnapping.
So would your NGO be going into agriculture? Because agriculture is a tool for ensuring social security.
Yes.
Is your NGO looking at using agriculture as a tool for securing, for maintaining, stabilizing national security? Let's hear from you.
Actually, if you take village adoption, that land is under us. So we have to do agriculture because we want to give some employment. So agriculture is a part of our NGO. So definitely NGO part is taking agriculture.
Very well, thank you.
Okay. Which also brings about employment also too, because if I'm going to be coming into your land to do some agricultural project there, we will have to be working with your people in that community.
Exactly.
So it also brings about employment.
You engage the people from that community, and that brings down crime again.
That brings down a whole lot of things.
Yes,
and the more the community develops, the more people tend to realize, okay, why not let's do this? People begin to think more, and they want to do more, and they want to engage more. And when they engage, like they say, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So when we're able to engage with their minds, they tend to want to do more for themselves and for the community as well.
At this point, we'll have to go on a quick break right now, and our guests are still with us in the studio. When we return, the conversation will continue. We've been talking with Ambassador Victoria Tochukwu Uyane, who is the Executive Director of Victoria Uyane Foundation, and also Ambassador Dr. Gaurishwari Bade, who is also a trustee and co-founder of Victoria Uyane Foundation. Please stay with us as we go on a quick break. We'll be right back to continue.
NGOs play a vital role in the society by providing services, advocating for policy changes, and promoting development in areas like health, education, and environmental protection, amongst others. They act as service providers, helping vulnerable populations and as a catalyst for social change. Through activities such as community mobilization, raising awareness, and monitoring government actions, NGOs also build capacity in local communities by providing training and support, and by linking communities with government systems and other stakeholders. Key roles of NGOs include providing essential services, advocating for policy change, promoting economic development, monitoring accountability, building community capacity, facility communication, and championing specific causes.
NGOs are actually there are some NGOs who actually they are doing their best. They are actually saying that yes, they meet up to what they are saying they are doing, and there are some NGOs which they are just there to scam people. If you now say that you to more NGOs to come in, it's not bad for more NGOs to actually come into the to a nation or to a country or so, because if truly they are doing what they say they are doing and they are meant for, it's good actually that more NGOs still come, because it still even serve as job opportunity and job creation for the youth of the nation and other things as well. It also helps as well to see how they can assist the government in where the government cannot reach out to their citizens and other people.
Okay, NGO is a non-governmental organization. Absolutely, I do, because it's an organization whereby they carry out voluntary work, and then they tend to help others a lot. And if I'm even opportune to have an NGO, I would definitely do that, because there are a lot of people on the streets who need help in one way or the other, health-wise, education-wise, and they have no means. It's mostly all these NGOs that begin to like come up, put one or two together to help those on the streets.
Welcome back to Daily Communion on Catholic Television of Nigeria, and we've been talking the role of NGOs in our society today. And like I earlier on told you before we went on break, we still have our guests with us and we'll continue from where we stopped. All right, Ambassador Victorious, can you tell us more about Victoria Uyani Foundation? Because you've listed quite a number of activities that you go into. Can you give us a rundown of basically everything you do?
Okay, thank you very much. And Victoria Uyani Foundation is driven by purpose, is driven by solutions, is driven by humanity. Let me take the whole tape a little back. When I lost my mom, I lost my mom in a situation where, even as at that time, I wasn't even in Nigeria. I couldn't travel. I was stopped by COVID because of the lockdown, the shutdown, and all that. And sometimes I get on video calls with my mom and I see her in a facility that I wouldn't even want my enemies to be there. You know, sometimes they will tell you there is no lights. You know, sometimes they will tell you there is no oxygen. You can't even get oxygen. Sometimes they will tell you you can't even do MRI scan. In an entire state of Lagos. We had to transfer her to Ife, which is in Osun State, just to get a particular, facility. And Lagos is the hub of Africa, right? So whatever you can't get in Lagos, how come? What is going on in Nigeria? So these were problems, challenges that I faced, and it got me depressed at some point, because she was a humanitarian. She did a whole lot at her own time while she was alive, and seeing her pass through that broke me down. Now, if I could pass through that, that means millions of Nigerians are also passing through the same thing. After the surgery, about a week later, we still lost her because there was no sustainable facility to sustain her after the surgery. And, like so many people will say, don't let Nigeria happen to you. So I became a victim of a system. That's just exactly how I'll put it. So now the Victoria Uyani Foundation is all there to help people get access to the right healthcare, the right medical facilities. We've gotten, we are currently in talk, we are currently going on agreement with some doctors abroad, mostly from India, who will be coming into this country, into Nigeria, to help patients through some delicate, sensitive surgeries and treatment here in this country, here in Nigeria. I mean, you don't need to fly them abroad anymore. We are bringing the doctors and the equipment over here to Nigeria. Not just that. Mind you, I told you at some point I wasn't in the country. I saw a whole lot of Nigerians being trafficked abroad. You know, and most of them were also a victim of another greedy Nigerian somewhere who wants to make money out of the Nigerian. You know, one of the things I tell people that sometimes the biggest enemy to a black man is another black man. You know, so we are also into the area of fighting, you know, tackling human trafficking, especially among children and young people. You know, people trying to utilize their issues against them and exploit them into some crazy stuffs out there. And not just that, we are also into education. We will be trying our possible best to bringing in some good creative schools and technology into Nigeria to create a tech hub where we can engage our youths into, you know, tech-related, AI-related, softwares-related, you know, advanced courses, both the basic and the advanced courses here in Nigeria. You know, and most of all these things are already what we already started doing already, gradually. And not just that, even mental health awareness too, because being in Nigeria, sometimes a lot of Nigerians are not mentally stable because of the hassles, the puzzles, the stress of everyday life, you know, the hassles of passing through Molwe every day for years, the noise, the irritation, the pollution, the complaints. So these are all the things that are affecting every basic person, and it's our concern. It's our concern. So we are taking them, like I said, we're taking them one step at a time. You know, from the schools to the hospitals to the mental health awareness to fighting human trafficking. Of course, we'll be going into collaboration with NAPTI, and they will be giving them some of our project designs. These are ways we can bring in, you know, a lot of people want to jack out of Nigeria, but some people are stuck there abroad. They want to come back home, and they are looking for, they are begging, they are pleading, please help us come back home. They are stuck. Most of them don't even have passports anymore. They can't even come back. Most of them have to sponsor themselves back. They don't have the money. So we are going to go into a whole lot of collaboration. That's why we are pleading to the government of Nigeria. Please, we still believe in Nigeria, and we know Nigeria is a great country. Please help us in these collaborations so we can help most of our young children, our brothers, our sisters in these countries, in Dubai, in Saudi Arabia, in India, in most of these countries abroad, in Libya, who are stuck there. Thank you very much.
There are agencies in Nigeria that are already doing this, and you mentioned NAPTIP, and I think there's another one, is it NEEDCO or something, the one that Honorable Abikai Dabiri is equally...
For NGOs.
She's the chairman of that agency. Now, you mentioned again about mental health challenges for Nigerians. How do you intend to, your NGO, how do you intend to handle the issue of mental health challenges in Nigeria?
All right, thank you very much. We have some professional doctors who are ready to come into Nigeria to help Nigerians with some kind of exercises, like the yoga exercises, for example. These are exercises, these are exercises that helps calm your mind. And you know, and a whole lot of other. I'm not a mental health practitioner, but then we have access to most of these mental health practitioners who are professionals over the years, decades of experience. You know, who will be coming in to help. You know, a lot of homes are passing through domestic violence, and it's as a result of what the society has poured into them, that they are dishing out to their families. You see husbands killing wives, and wives buying husbands, and you know, the whole stress comes down on the children. They go out there and they misbehave out there because from home they are not protected from home mentally. So these are the things that will be brought down, even down to primary schools. We have to bring about syllabus and trainings of helping people to understand their mental health conditions, because sometimes the man who is mad is not the man who is naked. He could be a properly dressed man in suit, but he's passing through a whole lot of mental stress.
Very well.
Okay, so for mental health, yoga and awareness and other trainings.
Yoga exercises which helps, you know, to calm the mind and helps to handle a whole lot of things. There will be rehab, for a whole lot of people who have gone into drug abuse. There's a whole lot. Medical is a very huge. Mental health is also part of a medical treatment, medical awareness and all that. Because sometimes it starts from the mind and it drives people into a lot of other things, alcohol abuse and drug abuse.
Okay. And for the trafficking, you said you are going to work with NAPTIP.
Yes, we're collaborating with NAPTIP on that to bring back a lot of our youths, our kids. I've seen a 14-year-old young girl who was trafficked abroad, and they were deceived into promises of greener pastures by another Nigerian who is stuck there and who needs money, of course. So they tend to deceive these young girls who should be in school. They will deceive them, come abroad, you'll meet rich, you'll make money, you'll meet rich people, you'll plug money in the trees. And they deceive them, they sponsor them, they help them abroad. And they get them trapped there and use them to do crazy things.
Okay, but you've not started this process yet.
But we have the plan already on ground to help them come back in place. Of course, with the right support and collaboration, then we can do that seamlessly.
Your vision and mission is very big, is very huge. Where is your office, in Abuja or in Nigeria?
We are planning for, actually we already talked in Ashoka Road.
Where is that?
In Asoko Road.
Asoko Road.
Yes.
Okay, the pronunciation.
Yes.
Asoko Road.
Ashoka Road.
Office at Otni Plaza also too.
Okay.
Where's Otni Plaza?
At Zone 1.
We are planning for that. Actually, we are doing everything groundwork now.
Okay, now we're talking about groundwork. You're about to hit you have to, yes, you're almost on your feet. What has been your greatest challenges in setting up this NGO in Nigeria?
I told you now, it's not me, I can do one person. NGO means like together we have to do teamwork. That teamwork I have to give classes because every person is thinking is different. NGO means they're thinking in another way, but it's not easy to think in free service for poor people. It's not easy. So I have to train them and put order, same teamwork, then it is easy for me. So we are waiting for good people now. Anybody want to help poor people or anybody want to join in our team in good heart in humanity service, we are welcome to them. And if they want to train, I can give train for about NGO.
Yeah, when I talk about challenges, I'm trying to say, are you having problems with funding? Are you having problems with lack of cooperation within the society? Are you having problems with the Nigerian people not understanding you? I'm trying to look at
that's the thing I'm telling you.
Okay.
Financial means it's a great challenge. Everywhere finance challenge is a common, but understanding and working teamwork is a big challenge now. See, me, I believe money cannot income me, I can income money. It's my belief. But nowadays it's different. What God said, use things and love people, but nowadays using people and loving things too much. So it's difficult for me to change that pattern. So wherever I'm going talking, almost their thinking mentalities are different. So my thinking mentalities are different. So I have to find the good people, and I believe that good people are there, and I have in my team like 10 people now out of 30, but other 20 people I want to change them.
So what you're saying is societal orientation is part of your challenge.
Yes.
Yes, the way the people you meet here is. So with this societal orientation, what are the strengths you see even in this orientation? What the weaknesses that she's seeing, where can you see strength in it that you can use to run?
Yeah, that's a very lovely question, but very tactical one at that. But then I believe in every negative, there's a positive thing about it. I love the resilience of the team, because most of these team members are people with also the same mindset for creating solutions. That is the basic thing about humanitarian works. When you find the person who is able to have that God-driven desire to create change in his own little environment, then I think that's a hope we are ready to work with. You don't have to be perfect, you don't have to be big, you don't have to be a professional in anything. Just have the heart to be a volunteer to create solutions.
Okay.
That's what I feel is the most important, basic thing.
Okay. If you have the opportunity with the government, is there anything you would like to say to them?
I would just like to say the government should understand that responsibility, leadership is service. And yeah, we are ready to work with the government, definitely, because most times rather, I don't blame the government. I believe people work based on what they know. Sometimes maybe they just don't know the right thing or how to go about it. You know, sometimes a lot of people call Tinubu. He's the head with a whole lot of other branches around him. What about the governors? What are they doing? What about the ministers? What are they doing? What about the senators? What are they doing? So everything doesn't center around the one head at the top. It branches down to other key role players in the system. So if we find a way to come in together collectively as one body, I think, yeah, I can smell that hope.
What is a small example I want to tell?
Yes.
Like President want to give one ice big cube on my hand as a governor. So it's water already off gone. So I give to minister off gone. I give to other officers off gone. So reach for poor people is nothing. No ice I get is melted.
So we have to create a refrigerator to hold that temperature around it. So we have to create a solution.
All right, we really have to go now. Our time is fast spent, and we have been talking the role of NGOs in our society. And our guest has been Ambassador Victorious Tochukwu Uyani, who is the Executive Director of Victoria Uyani Foundation. And then our second guest has been Ambassador Dr. Gaurishwari Bade, who is a trustee and co-founder of Victoria Uyani Foundation. And that's the much we can take on Daily Communion today. Remember, you can follow us on our social media handles on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and even YouTube at Catholic Television of Nigeria. You can also watch us on GoTV channel 115 and on free-to-air Nicomsat. I believe you had a swell time with us. I remain Joy Ugbem.
And my name is Arthur Ejiofor. Thanks for watching.